Alrighty, so we are nearly at the end of the week and we are still over here. We're still in this area over here, which is actually pretty good in my opinion. I'm glad we haven't had that crazy straight rejection from it. So right now we're just holding and we're waiting very patiently. Now we know volatility is coming in. We've got job numbers coming through in the next I think it's 2 to 2.5 hours, which we know volatility is going to happen. And maybe that's what gives us the spike, or we'll see how it goes. I heard that we actually want the job numbers to be bad, because that can then cause the Fed to pivot and hopefully stop interest rate hikes and these sort of things. So I'm still learning this game. I'm just focusing on the charts. But as far as I know, we want jobs to be bad, which is sad, but I think that's what then will hopefully help us get where we need to get. So guys, we are still holding that trend as we speak right now. We've been touching and kissing this 20K level now for the last few days. I'm still focused very much on all of these altcoins. I'm still in preparation for the break. We're prepping for both sides either way, but I'm in preparation to see what is going to move if the Bitcoin market starts to explode and we start to get eruptions to the upside. What is going to move? So I'm going to still keep focusing on the lower time frames today. One thing that is good is we do have the RSI oversold at the moment on Bitcoin and on a lot of altcoins. And if we look at the actual chart, we are still incredibly higher than the previous low. So as I said previously, we hold this level over here. We get RSIs oversold. We're clearly making a higher high. We're sitting on the major trend of 2022, a very important trend that's come from the all-time highs. And this is a time not to be sleeping. So I got tons to get through with you guys. James, no more wasting time. Smash a button. Let's get it.
Click. Have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew. Click. When the sniper shoots, we got Sheldon on the chart, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. So enter the sniper, click. Time to be dedicated, sniper mode is activated. Explosions in the market are in target, and Sheldon demonstrates. Mirror on the wall, Master Sheldon tell us all. We got Sheldon on the chart, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. Enter the sniper, click. Enter the sniper.
Yo, Banter fam, hope you're having a great day so far. If you're new, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Sheldon_Sniper. Make sure you're following all of our social media platforms. Hope you're all having a great day. Leg up, then dump. Possibly. What are you guys thinking? What's happening out there? What are we thinking? If we break out from here, where do we go? It's quite interesting to see where we're at right now. We've come a long way this year, and to see Bitcoin finally on that trend line and just holding, like, it's quite crazy to see how the market's just going sideways and sideways and sideways. We've been down to the range lows a few times now. I think 5, 6, 7, 8 times we've tested that $18,000 zone in all these different areas. And it's crazy we haven't broke it. So if we hold this trend, are we finally going to get that relief rally? I still think Q1 next year is pretty bad, but I feel at some point we're going to get the relief rally. Crypto always gives you that little rally now and then. And it's a simple way of farming for the whales and obviously continuing to flush out the general market that we're in. So I'd love to know what you guys are thinking out there. Are we going up? Are we going down from here? Because I'm basically prepping for both. I'm already capital, like all my money's in crypto right now. A lot of it is. And I'm basically getting ready for some short-term trades as well to take advantage of it. But I kind of feel where the stock market's at and the Dixie going so crazy like that, I think we're going to have that sort of slowdown. So first, guys, just quickly, I don't want to take long on this. I want to jump straight into the charts. I got tons to talk about. Remember to join our Discord. That is below in the description. To become a VIP, you got to be using one of our exchange links. Remember, guys, if you sign up with any of our exchange links, with Binance, with Bitget, with ByBit, any of these, you do get sign-up bonuses. You do get discounts on trading fees. It supports the channel, but it also helps you a lot with all the discounts, fees, and promotions, all of that, etc. What's wrong, James?
Your camera is just a little bit low.
Thank you. Thank you. How's the service, sir? Much love. Much love. So look to join on all of that, guys. And like I said, Discord, in order to be VIP, you got to be using one of our exchange links. It is free. There's tons of alpha. I know there's been tons and tons of calls. We haven't had live trading calls, but we've had lots of short-term and long-term views there. So make sure you do catch out on all of that. So what are we feeling, guys? Pop in the comments there. What are we feeling? Are we going down? Are we going down? What's happening? I'm rich. Okay. How did you get rich? Tell us. Share your secrets. Share them, share them, share them. Eyes on Dixie. Exactly. We're going to go through all of that now. Hammer time. There's guys thinking that there's hammer time. Half in, half out right now. That's probably one of the best positions to be in, because we do know it's a major, it's a major area. If Bitcoin does, end of the day, we're waiting for the weekly close. I think the weekly close is one of the most important things for us this week, and we know that we are looking at basically for the 20K area. 20K in that zone we hold by the end of the week. It will be good. We'll finally get a weekly close outside of that trend. So it is good to be slightly in the market and have some cash just in case. But you also got to be prepared for what happens next. That if the markets explode, because we've been speaking about the sure looks like it's gonna go down. I think we still I think we're used to it now. We're used to it. We've been here so many times now. We're used to this market just dropping off and all of that. But I think what is a little bit slightly different this time is I do think we still have that short squeeze option. So let me give you my views quickly on Bitcoin. Now, remember, bears want to take us back down to low range. We are outside that major trend as we speak. And right now, we are currently holding it for the short period of time. Now, we are waiting to see the RSI has hit an oversold position. We do have the 8 hours still in middle land. So what this does mean is you can expect the market to still continue slightly sideways and still be a little bit boring for a while. But we know that's soon going to wake up when we start to get the volatility in about 2 hours. Now, if that goes well and the markets explode from here, we have the stock market break up, we have all of that, Bitcoin's in a good position. It's in a position where it's held really well to get the RSI down. It's holding the major trend as we speak. We're clearly making a very higher low at that point. And if we do bounce from here, it's very likely we do make the higher high. Now, if that does happen, we do know we're looking at a lot of stop losses for the guys that are shorting. They're shorting around the 20,500 to the 21K. But a lot of them, you can see this range that we kept hitting many times. A lot of them are basically trying to hold that level. And that's where the bears are trying to get their shorts in play. And we know those guys are going to protect themselves as well. It's a lot of leverage positions there. And their stop losses will probably be sitting around this area over here because of this massive gap over here. So if we do hold here and we do decide to chase the higher high, that will be good. We first got to get through the big wall, which is that 20,500. But a breakthrough that should give us a nice little short squeeze to the up areas. Now, from that, the whole reason why I'm paying so much attention to this week is because of this gap. I know these gaps. I've seen them many times. It's very similar to this one that you've seen over on the left over here. See how quick it comes down. See how quick it goes up the other side. And it's very similar over here. Very fast down. That creates a really big gap. And if we break through that, for me, it's a short squeeze and it can be a road for Bitcoin to get close to 23K quite quickly. If that does happen, we basically got that roadmap of the 22,700 to 23K as the level for the sort of shorter term short squeeze. And after that, we then have the 25K level, which was the previous high that we made in that time. Now, in order for us to accomplish that and achieve that, we did need to break the weekly trend. We did have to hold where we are right now. And we obviously need the stock markets to react well, because I literally had the charts on yesterday and I can't believe how Bitcoin is following the stock market to the exact, it's doing exactly what the stock market is doing, which is quite crazy. Everything was just doing the same thing yesterday and following the same momentum. Now let's have a quick look at the stock market. The 4-hour RSI is reset to the bottom, which is good. And if we do look at a normal chart pattern sort of thing, that this was a great leg up. We finally secured our first higher high from this area over here. And if we do hold this level, because what it's basically done is a RS flip. When something basically goes up from here, it breaks through and it basically holds that level. That's a RS flip that we're looking at. And if you look here, this was the previous high. And if we take that line, you could see that's exactly where the stock market went and held. Now, if the stock market does bounce here, that's a really good, 4-hour bullish sign, because we have a really good reset RSI over here. We got a way higher low than where we at. And basically what that means from that is we should then chase down a higher high. Now, the next targets for that is this area over here. And then for me, it's basically similar to the crypto market where we should have the short squeeze level, which is basically this little gap over here. So for me, it will be a slow grind up to this area, and hopefully we can get that gap hit over there, which is pretty good. You know, you're basically looking at a 10% growth on the stock market if that happens. Now, previously, like we said, there's my drawing still from the Dixie. This is still how I want to play out for a bullish scenario, is we do make this lower high over here. RSI is extended to the top side. We are at an overbought position. And from here, if we can have that pull down, ideally what we want to see after this is we want to see us, because it does look like we're starting to lose the momentum there. But ideally, we do want to break this trend over here and just know that for the next few weeks, we are looking at a sort of bearish scenario. And the 10-year yield, also lower high, will be great for us to see there. And that's about out there. Now, let's jump into exactly what we're looking at for the day and how I'm trading this market. I see we got KyleDoops in the house. I don't know why he keeps using Kyle's thing over there. Yeah. So second scenario quickly on the bear side of things is we do get rejected here and we do start.
Sheldino.
Yo, my brother.
Are you registered for the trading competition, bro?
I am actually. I'm registering as we I'm busy preparing. I'm getting a Bitget and ByBit accounts. I'm even getting ahead with school so that I can have lots of time. I think me and you had the chat the other day about how, not personally I'm taking this next trading competition, but like how I really just want to get back into my game. So I'm glad we got another one. I'm glad we got another one.
So listen. You know what my strategy is for the new. Why does it say not KyleDoops on the screen? Why does it say that? So do you know what my strategy is for this trading competition?
Tell me.
Don't listen to Sheldon.
Okay. Deal.
It's like the trading competition.
Okay.
The trading competition, it says when Sheldon walks into the office and says I'm long Phantom.
Cut the crap now. I beat you in the last. I beat you in the last. I beat you in the last trading competition. You never
sabotage me.
Now we sit here.
You sabotage me.
We take
you
the bets
sabotage
again.
me. You sabotage me.
Again. We take the bets again.
Okay, I'm taking the bet.
Okay, you're taking the bet. 100%.
Yes, I'm taking the bet. What's the bet?
Okay.
What's the bet?
Loser gets. Let's not. I know you won't.
Loser
cut
does a
your hair,
naked
and I know you
stream.
won't.
Loser does a naked stream.
A naked stream. I think we should do peroxide hair or something sick. Like,
Loser
I would like
does
to
a
see you.
stream.
I'd like to see you with frosted tips.
Loser does a stream absolutely naked.
Fuck. Okay. But you got to do a standing stream then, huh?
No, you'll get banned off YouTube, bro. You'll get banned off YouTube. Okay, you know what? I got a good idea.
Okay, tell me.
You guys in the comments, let us know what you think the bet should be. That's fair. Let the community decide what the bet should be.
Okay, that sounds fantastic. Let's do it, bro. But this time we bet.
Okay, so just guys, if you're not yet entered, go to Sheldon's show over here. Anyone can enter, but if you want to win the money, and there's a lot of money up for grabs, there's over $100,000 up for grabs. You have to sign up using one of our referral links. So you can sign up using our referral links. They're all here. There's a ByBit referral link. There's a Bitget referral link. Then you need to enter. So once you have an account with our referral link, then you click here, and that'll take you to the ByBit competition, of which I see there's already 327 people that have entered. Or you can just click on the Bitget one over here, especially if you're American. Remember, Bitget allows Americans to play. So you click there, and then you just see I'm registered already, as you can see. You click there, and then you register.
Don't make the mistake this time, bro. Put the amount of money you're putting in that you want to trade. Like last time, you put in way too much money. Like, come on, amateur. You got it right this time.
I've got my strategies 100% right. So okay, yeah, so we're gonna do it. Doops, are you in, bro? Are you in this trading competition? Of course.
Okay, Doops is part of the
Sheldino, should we do teams, bro? Do you want to team up with me?
I think so.
I think we should do team up against Doops here, bro.
Doops and who?
Bulls versus Bears, bro.
Yeah, Bulls versus Bears. Let's go. Let's do it. I think we should.
Okay, listen.
But
someone's saying, what was it, Run? What was your last ranking again? I got sabotaged last trading competition. Sheldon walked into my office when I was short and said, I took a phantom long. Look here, I took a phantom long. So I said, I cut all my shorts and I went long on phantom. I got wrecked. Couldn't recover from that. Couldn't recover.
Loss, 10x. Yeah, let's see how it goes this time. But it's fun, bro. I'm glad you brought it back. It keeps us busy through this time. A lot of money is going through the community. So guys, go try it out. Go have some fun. And yeah.
So why do I love the trading competition? I'll tell you why I love the trading competition. Number one, I actually in the last trading competition I really learned how to trade, and I really learned how you could get liquidated. And I know it sounds weird, but I'm not a trader. I'm not a trader. So it's amazing. Number one is that you really learn how to trade. Number two, the market's boring, so let's have some fun. And I think that.
And I'm sure for the people that want money, I'm sure to help them a lot. Like,
well, that's the thing.
A lot. Like it helps people.
So look here, you have $55,000 on Bitget. You have, which we can win. The winner's going to get like $14,000. So you see, the winner gets $14,000. The second person gets $8,750. The third gets $3,500. Fourth and fifth get $1,750, and then 6 to 10 get $1,000. Plus, we're going to 10x accounts. I said not 10x accounts. We're going to fund accounts starting on my show later today. We're going to start funding accounts. And then on ByBit, depending on how many people sign up, there's more and more prize money. So if we get 6,000 people sign up, $60,000. If we get $70,000. Last time we had 2,500 people. So guys, sign up. Let's have some fun in this market. Minimum amount $250.
Cool. Thank you, brother.
All right, brother. I'll see you later.
I'll chat to you later, bro.
I saw your sniper school stuff, bro. It's fucking 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Thank you, bro. We get in there. We get in there.
Someone's asking when sniper school. We are aiming to do the first cohort before Christmas. So people will graduate before Christmas this year. That's the first.
So the stuff, it takes a lot of back end work, guys. But as soon as it's done, we'll be able to roll out like shit tons once it's rolling. So it's a lot of back end work, but yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Alrighty, bro. Enjoy,
brother. I'll chat to you later. Ciao.
Later.
Cool. Okay, let's get into it, guys. So basically, as I said previously, a rejection from today. If we do go back into that trend, then obviously the bear's going to try to take control again, try to get us to the bottom range. So what I am doing is I am entering and obviously protecting myself, but I'm looking at some really good buys. So where I can calculate my risk and the trades look good. Like for me, I'm prepping, guys. I'm prepping for the move. Doesn't matter all the short stoppages along the route and all of these sort of things. Like this is what I'm prepping for. So have a look at what I spoke about previously about the pullbacks. 4-hour RSI, we have higher highs here on Solana, and now it's entering our buy zone for spot. Not for leverage trades yet. Wait for the mess and all that stuff to end first. I have a small position that I am building right now, which is on ETH. So I'm busy building a leverage position, but I'm taking the weekend to actually build it. Like I'm trying to build this. I want to build this into a $300,000 to $500,000 position. So in order to do that, I basically ladder, and I take my time because the entries we're getting now, if we get them right, they 2 week to 2 to 6 week holds. Like they're really good entries if the market moves from here. So I'm rather taking my time. I'm building a good sort of entry, and I'm looking at holding it for longer. To get in and out, it's going to be quite hard. It's going to be quite hard because it can get quite choppy, and if you get it wrong, it then puts you in a mess. So for me, Solana's come back into spot area here. We're holding support trend. We have the RSI reset, and we know that after the next push up, if it does get it past $35, if Bitcoin gets to the short squeeze area, majority of the market's going to get to short squeeze area, and I'm looking at the squeeze that takes us from here to that area of around $38 to the $40 region from here. So I'm just sticking to 4-hour analysis now until we see what happens over the weekend. We have MATIC, which is moving strong. For me, this is my little area of the squeeze. Let's go into ETH because ETH is quite interesting. I saw ETH to Bitcoin is breaking a pretty good trend. I see it's on my other chart, but have a look here. That's good. So if the market moves now, it's showing that ETH's going to move quite nicely against Bitcoin because we're breaking this downwards trend over here. And it looks like ETH is going to be stronger than Bitcoin if Bitcoin starts to break out now. So that's quite interesting because things changed a few days ago. ETH wasn't looking so good. And now it's got a possibility of running with Bitcoin. So that's why I'm building an ETH position. And if you look at the ETH dominance as well, that's also starting to break out of these previous highs, making higher highs, and it's also looking pretty strong. So that's why I'm building an ETH position. What I'm waiting for ETH is it's obviously got this wedge formed here. The bears are going to try to get it down to this area. That's why I'm laddering in. But until we are out of this wedge over here, I'm then looking, it's not too far to the squeeze. And basically the squeeze for me is about 1,420. And the gap's pretty big. It's around 1,600, 1,700. So I'm prepping for that trade over there. If I build a 300 to 400,000, so I'm only looking to put in about $20,000, but I'm looking at building. This is me. I'm going to start showing you guys as we build how I build these bigger positions, but it takes me quite a bit of time to build them. But if I can build out of $20,000, I can build a $300, $400, $500,000 position. A trade like this, it makes me $100,000. And for me, that's, it basically gives me my pay, my everything that I give myself every month. Like it basically gives my next 8 months off. And that's ideally what I use these times for. I'll use whenever we get one of these. I don't know how long this bear cycle is going to last for. It may last for another year. So when we do get these little gaps where we might get 4 weeks of bullishness, I use this time to make months and hopefully as much as possible, but months of cash through that time so that I'm good no matter what. And you got to seriously just work on strategies on how you can do this for your life and what exactly you need. So Rune as well. Rune, we got the 50 MA, which is in this area. We got the 618, a higher low here. This one's great. It's showing a perfect area of where the squeeze can start and where we can really start to move with this token. So this for me as well is one that I'm laddering in, slowly building positions until we are confirmed that Bitcoin's breaking out. Then you can start going balls to the walls into these. And once we get the squeeze, the ultimate goal is to get in before the squeeze happens so that your stops are even at break even and you can allow this bad boy to run because things can get quite bumpy and move very quick. Now, we had the hack on Binance, but we know Binance are machines and they'll always come right with what they need. And we basically pulled down into that pullback zone. So BNB was pumping, was doing really well. It's pulled straight back into the zone over here. And it's still, for me, a way higher low right now, 4-hour RSI reset. So if things go well today, BNB is the one I want. Because from here, I'm looking at us chasing. Because of the news, it might grind slowly for a day or two. But ultimately, this token is showing tremendous strength, breaking long-term trends and looking really good. So BNB is one of those for me. EGLD, no buys right now, but we got it, guys. We got the trades in. This was where I was hoping to get the retest, but we bought EGLD last week and we well up there. So well done to all of those that got that one. This is a big one. We got the Theta mainnet coming in December. So markets turn bullish for 2-3 months. I want to be in Theta. I definitely want to be in Theta. This is one that's going to rocket for me. And this is this beautiful wedge. So slight more patience, but as soon as we break out of this thing. So I'm basically using the next leg up to this trend here to build my position. And once I have a position, I want to be in because a 1.5 to a $2 Theta is my next targets. And guys, we are still waiting for my second play to play out here on Cardano, where we had the 2 zones and the 2 scenarios. And this is the play that I'm looking at for Cardano for the bullish run. Obviously, if the market explodes, I do think Cardano is still going to be one of the top runners and one of the ones we should pay attention to. Now, I've spoken about DeFi, guys. Look at DeFi, Uni, ripping here, looking good, looking really good. No buys there for me now. We've been buying now for the last 2-3 weeks. It's looking nice. It does have a slight bit more of resistance in this area, and what you can basically focus on here is the 50 MA is working really well. So as long as we continue to hold that 50 MA, things are looking good. Any top ups on there is great. As soon as we start to break and turn into resistance, then you obviously know we're starting to lose steam. But if Uni breaks through this, for me, here's the short squeeze area, and you can see the gap. Once we get through there, I think Uni is going to fly. I think DeFi is going to continue. Now, if you're going to speak about that, you've got to speak about Sushi too. Look at this. So see why I was saying DeFi, guys, DeFi, very important because you can see how quick DeFi is waking up. So make sure you are paying attention there. And for me, this one's basically beautiful ranged. So for the bears out there, the guys that think the market's going to go down today, this is probably your best short. This is probably the best short that if things go bearish today, this token is giving a very clear range, extremely clear range. And if things turn bearish today and you're looking for shorts, that's a good one. That's a really good short to the downside. It's 20-25% short. So I am accommodating for the bears as well, for guys who think the market's going to go down. And uni looks like probably the best one. If uni breaks through that at any point, I do think it goes to these higher levels, but for now, it does look overheated, and I do think it's going to come down. So there is one token, guys. The markets get bearish and not looking good. Like uni looks like one of the perfect ones to be shorting. Looks good. Atom, pay attention on this trend. Put this trend line on your charts. This is one for me. That's a big one. If we break that at any point, I think it's going to rip. It's currently holding the 50 MA now as we speak. So as long as it holds it, it's done pretty well. And obviously, we want the confirmation of the trend line. Now, XRP, interesting. This is showing a slight pullback to around 47, but it's definitely showing one to be adding. It's looking good. Because even what happens today, I still think there's a bullish leg coming in this year. I definitely do. But XRP for me here, XRP army, any sort of add up zone, this is a bullish trend. But ideally for me, this is the area where a sort of squeeze or something will start. So it will be a slow grind to this area. And I do still think we can get a 70 cents. If things go really bullish, 80 to 90 cents XRP. But for now, that's mainly my first targets of that area. The last two for me is VET is getting to an area of add-on. I'm buying here, guys, because I'm putting my stops under all of these trend lines. For me, this is it. Again, we're at that major trend. I can't sleep now. I gotta do what my rules tell me to do. So I'm looking to add some more here between 2.2 cents to the 2.3 cent mark on VET, because the next movements for me are pretty big. We look at where we are here. Squeeze only starts from this area up here. But for me, ultimately, I'm looking at getting back to around 3.5 cents. And, that's a good 50% currently from where we're at. We then have Gala Games, one I've spoken about. This one has broken trend, and it is holding support as we speak. So if the markets rip, I do think this coin's going to absolutely rip. And if this gets past 43 cents, we've got a big gap up to 50 cents. So gaming is still one that I'm paying attention to, and one that I'm still focusing on very much. And then we've got Scallop, PBX, and all of that. So, guys, it's been quite a boring market this week, sideways, but I'm glad to see we're not getting that slight rejection. So all that I'm saying is, like, views are down, everything's down. If this market rips, like, I don't want to hear we didn't buy or we didn't get this stuff. Like, it's all that I'm saying. If it goes down, we've been there before, we get stopped, we do it again, like, continue. But if it rips, like, I want us, like, come on, guys, let's kick ass together and let's get through it. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I'm going to try to do a stream this weekend. If I'm ahead on school, I got a very tight whip on my ass for school. So hopefully I'll get that all done. But until then, guys, have a fantastic weekend. Let's hope all goes well today. Watch Rand's show, because then we'll know what's happened by then. And let's just have a great weekend and hopefully make tons of money. Until next show, much love, Banter fam. I'll find it out.